No. I thought you were gonna.
Well, I didn't fix it for me, so I guess that makes sense.
Can you hear anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? This looks fun. You know what this looks like?
Looks like Spider-Man?
It looks like the new Spider-Man.
I mean,
not like
it
visual,
looks,
like
looks a little bit like. So this is Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
This is that Spider-Man game that no one would shut up about until they finally made the latest Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
So this is the movie, the game tie-in for the Sam Raimi movie Spider-Man 2. And it was notable because in the first Spider-Man, I don't even think it was open world in the first one.
Did this look good?
Inverted camera. I believe it looked great. Yeah. So and this is
Did you hear that guy?
this is the web slinger.
The web slinger.
And so this was when open worlds were brand new. This was like novel. And I remember in the first
Wait, sorry, what was novel?
open worlds.
Okay.
Because this had to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Look at me swinging, huh? It's got a sticky trigger on here. You know what? This
is good.
This swinging's still good. People wouldn't shut up about this for a decade for a reason.
Do you want to know what it is?
I need a new
It's
controller.
That swinging is
this
good.
is nuts.
Do you want to switch real quick?
This is my right trigger.
Do you want to switch real quick?
Yeah, I want to switch real quick.
Do you want a Nintendo Switch real quick?
I would Nintendo Switch.
Let me see. Here, you get a new controller.
All right.
And I'll jump around.
Okay.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey guys, it's way worse than Kyle was making it out to be. For real. Oh shit! See those wall jumps?
No.
See, that's what you can't do that. Can't do that right now.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
Well, hang on. I'll talk about it.
So you can't climb on the walls, but you can do this jump thing.
Now you can't do anything.
Do you want to throw this away, or do you just want to like put some alcohol in there?
It's fixable for sure. You might have to open it up and like really clean it, but you totally.
Is this mine?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened. It was fine, I believe, last time I used it.
But maybe you used this one last time.
Good point. How's the buttons on that one?
Seems good. Gotta put on my headphones. Oh, what the fuck?
What?
This makes no sense. How the fuck do I... This is my Xbox. I for sure have never played this game on it. So how am I in the middle of this?
I don't know.
That's so weird. Let's save load. New game. That's why I was like, wait, like as I was getting the controller.
Kyle is right there.
Kyle.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have, like, my name isn't in like my system preferences or anything. That wasn't a thing.
Maybe that's the name of this save. You must have played this, man.
I definitely rented Spider-Man, but I'm like positive it was for the PlayStation 2 because this would have come out in like 2002 and I didn't have an Xbox till 2004. What's going on here? What is going on here?
Ice Cream Joe says this doesn't look very good compared to a lot of games that came out in 2004, but the game is so big that it gets a pass. And then said, you know what else came out this year? Snake Eater. This looks worse.
04?
Yeah.
This looks not good.
For 04, this looks not good. Pretty severely not good.
Yeah. So
Alfred Molina. They got them all for the game?
They got them, apparently. So in the first Spider-Man movie tie-in I think it was like a linear game, and I remember specifically that the game opens with Spider-Man at the top of a skyscraper, and you're just kind of like in this orange void where there's like there's literally nothing to be seen. It's just like fog. apparently the Daily Bugle is in the Flatiron Building now. And I remember the web swinging in the first one was just, it almost looked like Tarzan swinging from vines. It was literally just like right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. And you could just do it anywhere. So like you started on the top of a skyscraper. So the first thing was like, let's try out this web swinging. And he's literally just like swinging from webs that are just like suspended in midair from
which
nowhere.
One is this?
The first one.
Right, yeah.
Spider-Man 1. And then Spider-Man 2 like introduced this whole thing where like when you're swinging around, the webs actually attached. Okay, can I not leave this building? The webs are actually attached to the buildings, and you're like actually swinging for real. And it was exciting. But like I rented it once, and I was like, wow, the swinging in this game is amazing. I'm blown away. But the missions are not fun, and I don't like fighting.
But then why did you start a new game? Why didn't you just fuck around in the open world?
Easy swinging? I don't want that. Oh. Do we want to preview X-Men Legends?
No.
Probably want that one too. Nope. That's not what we want. Oh, and I think I'm pretty sure when I unpause this. Oh, it didn't save. Well, there you go. So how do I save it? Who's the Evil Dead guy? Bruce what?
Willis.
Campbell. Bruce Campbell. I'm pretty sure he's the narrator in this game. So I'll probably unpause that and we'll hear Bruce Campbell.
You said Evil Dead guy, and I thought you meant like deceased guy.
No, you silly goose.
So I was like, oh, Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis, dead guy. Whatever it is, I can't hear it.
You're not much of a wall crawler if you can't, stick to walls. So here's what you do.
It doesn't sound like Bruce Campbell to me.
He sounds like a lot of things. Oh, you can't climb in the walls.
Look at me.
You just gotta hold B. It doesn't just happen. That's dumb, but whatever.
That's canonical.
Holding B?
Yeah, Spider-Man has to hold
Spider-Man
B
has to
when
hold
he
B?
climbs on walls, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Woo! I do got it.
Sure. You don't actually jump until you've let go of the jump button. Okay?
Oh.
I'll go jump in a lake.
Yeah, I don't understand why you started a new game. I don't know if you'd know this, but the beginning of games is the worst part of them.
Hey, there's Kirsten Dunst, I think.
Yeah, Emma
Wait,
Rose.
No. Because that was the thing in the Sam Raimi movie. She's like an actress or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, fine. You win, Keith. Christ. Sorry.
It's okay. Trillington Beastcoat says, I'm getting no game volume, which is weird.
What? Maybe it's too quiet. Do we know how to turn that up?
You know how to turn it up.
Huh. Yeah, I must have played this game. It's right there, Kyle. It says 2001 on it, but that's just the default. That just means I turned on my Xbox and it was like, what year is it? And I was just like, shut up, Xbox. It's 2001. Because I'm pretty sure November 15th, 2001 is when the Xbox launched. Yeah, in the chat they're saying it's just very quiet.
Tells you how to get
Oh yeah,
where
it's
you
louder
need to
now.
go. Clever, huh? When it's in the middle of the screen, you know you're heading towards your goal. Easy, right? All right, stop there for a second and look at your map.
Oh, fuck
See
you.
it there? That red thing in the center
No,
is you,
this game.
and the
It's
blue
like,
dot is your
like,
destination.
let's really take a look at this
Line
mini
that
map.
connects each dot to the
Are
map
they still
represents
tutorializing
how
you?
high off the ground that particular thing is. Oh, that makes sense, right?
I can kind of hear Bruce Campbell a little bit.
It-
That does sound like Bruce
It
Campbell.
might be Bruce Campbell.
It is 100% is Bruce Campbell.
The only reason I'm now convinced that it is
Broken into
just
chapters.
because
Every chapter opens with one of
it's
these
weird and
little
playful and
slow
has some kind of sense
Those
of humor
words
to
you
it,
can
and
find
that's
Yeah.
like a
in the
Bruce
chapter
Campbell
title.
thing.
The way that I
Tells
know
you
how
what
it's
to
Bruce
do
Campbell is that it
next.
sounds
So
just like
get
Bruce Campbell.
busy. Okay.
I just,
So the next thing I want you to do is
I guess
jump
I
off
just
the
don't
map.
know what Bruce Campbell sounds like
He's
anymore.
like an old guy now. He's not like
Hey,
20.
Yeah, I guess this was
24.
almost
Dangerous and
like,
life-threatening, would I?
well, if it was 2004, it's
Come on.
14 years ago. So
Right, but he was still in his like late 30s or something.
You always do what people. Huh. I guess you're smarter than you look. Good for you. So,
Can I be
let me
honest
tell
with
a
you?
little about
Yeah.
swinging.
This is
Every
the
time you
same
press
as the
swing
new
button,
Spider-Man.
You'll shoot a new web line. There's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do, but
it's not the same, but it's so close that I'm blown away.
Is it 14 years worse?
No, it is.
It's nuts,
It's
right?
super not. But that was the thing, was that the swinging in this game was so good that for years, every time there's a Spider-Man game, the first thing people want to know is the swinging like Spider-Man 2?
And it never was.
And it never was. And then when they finally... I knew it would happen eventually. I knew one day if I was patient enough, somebody would make it, and they finally did.
And they fucking nailed it.
And they nailed it.
They nailed it. Did not get much else right. No, that's
no, that's not true. They got a lot of stuff right.
Everything about playing the game is tremendously fun.
The new Spider-Man, the production values are like off the charts.
Again,
the combat is super robust.
Same thing with the Yakuza video that we just recorded. This takes place canonically after the Spider-Man podcast we just did.
Stop, thief!
So listen to that first.
The arcade just got held up in the robbers.
Like, definitely listen to that first.
Look at that sprint. That's a 2004 sprint.
He's booking it. While swinging, move. Ooh.
Oh wow, that's good. Okay.
See, now that's something that you can't really do in the new Spider-Man. Is get a big ass jump like that.
No, actually, that's exactly what you can do in the new Spider-Man. You have to unlock it.
You have to unlock it, but it's not as good.
No,
it's not as good. It's not as fast.
It's like maybe marginally.
It's not as big of a jump. It's not nearly as big of a jump.
What I would say here is that the swinging here feels actually a little bit more accurate to how swinging might be, but I would say it works better in the new game because it's sort of fudge it
the robbers are escaping on foot.
Heads up! You should get these criminals.
You know, by beating the snot out of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that they decided that you couldn't.
Same air launcher.
Nice. Oh, very cool. Nice. Wow, it is the same. They just remade that game. They just were like,
I think they took a long, hard look at this game and was like, let's take what this game did right.
The same, but 14 years better.
After that last robber by holding the sprint trigger while you run.
Did you hear what that guy said? You punched him in the head and he died, and he said, "Oh man, not cool."
Nice going. Now get back.
So I was too busy trying to learn how to play the game.
None of these people on the street seem to care that you're Spider-Man.
God, this game looks so bad. It's like
it does. This game looks like shit. Oops, school's out.
Yo, Howie, move it already.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Listen, if you ever want to play some
Your
games,
mouth's not moving.
This is also a bad-looking Spider-Man suit. It's so dark.
Yeah, it.
For a second, would you?
Press back.
Great.
There we go.
This map is
and his
really
ass looks like a rhomboid.
You can see destination markers and all kinds of other useful locations. Check it out when you get lost. But you'll never get lost. I know you.
This is actually a really impressive map for 2004, I think. It's all fucking 3D and shit.
Yeah, the map looks
and it's
maybe
even like
better than the game does.
It's like pretty fucking fuck you. It is pretty fucking seamless though. I mean, look at this shit.
Yeah, that's good.
And if you won't, then I'm done.
But yeah, I mean, like the suit, it had to be like the movie suit, and that's kind of what it looked like. It had like all the webbing on his costume was like 3-dimensional or whatever. Yeah, so that I mean. Everyone was so disappointed with Spider-Man 3 the movie that nobody really remembers how disappointing Spider-Man 3 the game was. It was really like a double whammy. Like the movie wasn't great and the game was also like a buggy mess or whatever.
Did they got rid of the swinging too, right?
I think it was like it was similar but it wasn't as good or something like that.
I'm a buggy.
Seti just said, "Oh, Spider-Man 3 the game was awful."
Look at me, I'm a buggy. Hi, it's me, Spider-Man. I'm a buggy boy.
So,
look at me.
So, according to the Amazon reviews that I skimmed before deciding which version of this game to buy, this is the best-looking version. GameCube is second best, and PS2 is worst, which follows. Supposedly this one has
you
motion.
can charge up your jump while you're swinging.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Have you seen the jumping off of walls? That's pretty sick.
It's your game and all, but I'm thinking
That's
you'd have
good.
a lot more fun if you picked up that
Like,
swing speed upgrade.
It's the first.
Oh, there's a swing speed upgrade. We can upgrade our swing. Anyways, this version of the game supposedly has motion blur, and someone said something about it having volumetric grass, whatever the fuck that means.
The grass isn't just a flat texture. Is what it means.
I mean, I could guess. So this is kind of what I mean, though, right? Is like it never.
You can do this. I've done this, but it's really hard.
Oh, really?
To get, yeah.
I guess
yeah.
I just never bothered.
Look. You can see his web just hanging.
I know they're so hard to see, but they are just barely there.
They're the extra old webs. Pretty cool.
When I saw the E3 demo, stage demo for the new Spider-Man, I was kind of pissed off that he could sprint up buildings, because I'm like, Spider-Man can't sprint up buildings. That's not a thing Spider-Man can do, but like, it's so convenient for traversal. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I wish I wish that he could just like scuttle at the same speed.
Like you wish he could do
Spider-Man
a spider climb, but at a sprint speed.
Yeah,
that would look insane.
Well, make it look. It's their job to make it look fine.
Or should he maybe just like be on all four, but he's sort of like galloping?
Yeah, sure.
No. Now this is very loud.
Chillington Beastcoat says, "What are you talking about? He totally can run up walls." Prove it.
I mean, I will admit that I have never read a Spider-Man comic book, so I can't say definitively that he cannot sprint up walls. But I've never seen him do it.
Oh no, it's Doc.
Unlimited
It's
energy.
Doc Oct.
The power of a sun harnessed for the good of all mankind.
Don't forget the good of Otto.
It's Docto Octo.
Eat something.
Octo.
The world will still be here in
Octor
half an hour.
Doctopus. Yeah, Octor Doctopus is definitely for sure what he's called. All right,
before we go any further, I think it might
Punctuality
be a good
is
idea
the
to save
thief
your
of
progress,
time.
if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Ooh, boy.
This is a dramatically improved swing.
Oh no.
What's-
Dr. Connor's class.
What's
I got so caught up in what I was doing, I
What are you,
forgot all
what are you
about
trying to
it.
say?
It's gonna kill me.
So I was in the middle of saying something, and then he said that he was going to be late for Dr. Connor's class. And I remember that when I tweeted the picture of the disc when it came in the mail, someone was like, "Oh boy, can't wait to be reminded about being late to Dr. Connor's class."
Come on.
Spiders can't
I
swim?
believe I got washed all the way over here.
Says who?
Wow, fucking.
Ooh, you can sort of slide down a wall.
Need to be
See
more
that?
careful. Swimming definitely doesn't suit me.
I mean, I don't think Tobey Maguire has ever been accused of being a tremendous actor, but voice acting certainly seems to not be his.
Sorry, I can't
his
hear
talent.
the voices at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a distant whisper. It's like something wrong with the channel. All right, you ready? You ready for this?
I'm ready. You should open up the store and see if you can purchase the swing upgrade.
I already bought it.
Oh,
Did you hear me saying that the swing was
Advice?
dramatically
Jump off your
improved?
web line while you're
Oh, well, I
swimming.
heard you say that, and that's why I asked improved
Catch a little
compared to
air,
what,
shoot
because
out
I didn't
Oh.
know what you were
the web
talking
line.
about.
Compared to before the upgrade.
Lather, rinse, repeat.
I believe your swing speed and stuff does improve as you level up in the new Spider-Man, but it's almost like a seamless thing. It's hard to
Yeah.
even notice.
Yeah, sometimes
In
you'll level
fact,
up
I
and
never noticed it.
Sometimes you'll level up and it'll just be like,
Can't believe
you,
I'm running
you
so
know,
late.
10% increase
Still,
swing
I
speed,
should be
or
able to make it as
5%,
long as-
you know, whatever.
Right on cue. I was almost there too.
Yeah, I'm sure if I started a new game and went back to like level 1, I'd be like, "Whoa, I'm so slow."
This works great.
Don't
Yeah.
let them get the case.
Oh no. I skipped it. Oh, nice.
Even got health bars on the enemies. It is, you know, that's like a quality of life thing you didn't see all the time back then.
I don't know how to dodge. Did it tell me how to dodge?
I don't think so.
Oh, slow motion.
Press black or up on the D-pad to activate spider reflexes.
From a mile away, you can even do different, more damaging moves.
Am I just supposed to, instead of dodging, am I just supposed to punch the one that's gonna punch me?
I mean, it sounds like a solid strategy.
I really don't have time for
Pressing X and Y in the right combinations can lead to advanced attacks.
Gate secure.
Boy, you just aren't landing a punch on this guy. He keeps blocking. You better try a different tactic, or I'm gonna fall asleep.
I can tell that American culture has really deteriorated in the time since this game because all these thugs are masked, but in the new Spider-Man, they just let you see their face. They don't even care. No shame.
They don't care at all.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Spider-Man, and I'll
Kyle,
be your
the
rescuer
state of
today.
things. Can you believe it?
Thank you so much for saving me. The briefcase, you got it back. Thank goodness.
You can't hear it, but she's so
this
fucking
so
stoked about this briefcase.
I can just barely make it out.
All right. Well, at least try to be more careful from now on.
Don't worry.
Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
Did you see that thing Teddy said?
I just did, yeah, about the dodge.
Yeah.
So let's get into a fight and try that. And then you can play again if you want. Change.
Change.
Spider-Man, I like you just the way you are.
Dr. Connors,
Peter.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry
Oh, Cheez-Its.
for missing class. I was on my way, but
Peter, I don't want to hear excuses. You have a keen scientific mind, but your grades.
You know
are
what fucking
slipping.
pissed me off about
You
the new
miss
Spider-Man
class
game?
half the time, and
Oh,
when
what?
You do show up,
Fucking
you're
Peter
asleep in
Parker,
your
he's a
seat.
little bit late.
yes, Dr. Connors.
And
understand.
Octavius
Have you
is like,
started your paper on
Peter,
Dr. Octavius
you're always
yet?
coming
He's
in.
a
You're
friend
10
of mine,
minutes
so you
late.
better know what
It's
you're
like, he's a
talking
fucking
about.
scientist. Scientists are meant to be on time.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Like,
Thinking
sometimes he,
isn't
like,
your
forgot
problem,
about shit
but that
and, like, was
paper
wicked
isn't
late.
going to
But
write
there was one
itself.
time where it was like, you came in
And
10
if you
minutes
don't get
late.
your act together,
And what's
Like, who
weird
gives a
is
shit?
what's weird is
Danger
there's
of failing
never
this
a
class.
scene
Dr.
when he
Connors.
comes into the
I'll put this
lab,
together.
starts working on something, and there's like a
I
fade to
hope so.
black, like, oh, time has passed, and then Peter leaves. He always walks in, stays for 30 seconds, and then Otto's like, you can take off, and he just goes.
Yeah.
That's a fun pause screen.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do
Press
list.
start to bring up your
It'll show
to-do
you what you
list.
see.
Go to Pizza Parlor. Earn 2,000 more hero points.
The white dot on your map here. and the
Bruce
white
Campbell, I can
destination
barely
marker are
hear
both
you.
pointing
Just
to
shut
the
it.
Pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
It is, like,
Spidey, you the man.
you know,
You the woman?
oh man, you know what's the dopest thing in the new Spider-Man game? When he runs up the sides of fire escapes. You done
That's
that?
sick, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, and he's like, fa-choom, fa-choom, fa-choom. Like if you go it, you're like, okay, time to run up here, and then he just goes like, fa-choom, 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 fa-choom. He like uses each.
You can't see what we're talking about, but I feel like pachoo 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 really encapsulates the spirit of the move that he pulls.
Yeah, totally. I'll say this. I think I figured out what you mean about this being more realistic, but not as fun to swing. And it basically just means that this game doesn't care if you just like crash into a building.
Yeah, basically. Like
The other game will like make it be like, oh well, Peter Parker knows how to do this, and so he's not just crashing into buildings. all
Well,
the time.
yeah, it's sort of like
it's like a machine correction.
It's actually it's very subtle, so it's
Yeah.
easy to not see it at all, and that's part of the magic of the traversal in the new Spider-Man. But yeah, it's like when you're swinging, you have a lot of, regardless of where your web is actually attached to, your momentum is usually always straight ahead. And he actually will like very subtly weave out of the way of buildings ever so slightly so that you don't go crashing everywhere. And this one is just like, if your web hits a building at a weird angle, you're just going to swing at a weird angle because that's how swinging works. It's around back, I think.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero.
Pizza Mission 1.
You already know that
Bruce
you
Campbell wants us to know about hero points.
I got a bunch of pizzas to deliver, and you're late. Always, you are late. Well, now you have to hurry. Get going.
Totally not an offensive accent. That's for sure someone whose native accent is like that and not a white guy impersonating a person of color. For sure. How could it possibly be? Can you hear this music?
Yeah, it's
this
Pizza Pie music.
Fucking incredible.
It's Pizza Pie. It's Pizza Pie music.
So good.
This is the music that you listen to when you eat pizza.
I actually delivered pizzas for Domino's for a couple months.
I remember that.
Yeah, and definitely my favorite part of it was hearing this music the whole time.
That's Pizza Pie. That's Pizza Pie music. That's.
Better return
And so we've both delivered pizzas. You remember all the times you deliver pizza, and some guy says, "And you made it on time. Good job."
You know, when I started my pizza delivery job, I was really concerned that there were going to be tons of people that got pissed off about like how long it took them to get their food. But then I learned a universal truth, which is that no matter how impatient somebody is or how upset they are about their wait, as soon as the food is there, everything washes away and they're just stoked about it.
Yep.
Keep it up,
And there's just a certain magic.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
No one's upset when the pizza guy gets there.
Yeah, well, there's a certain magic to like having the food brought right to your house without you really having to do anything.
Yeah.
That is always more relieving than having a late pizza is. I also delivered pizzas probably for like 5 or 6 months maybe.
Ultra violence.
Did you hear that?
He said something about ultra violence?
Yeah, some guy just went ultra violence.
Oh wow, okay, I figured out how to dodge. It works really well.
I'll beat you down.
Now we turn it up a notch.
Bam!
You know what?
What's up?
Is the original Arkham Asylum.
Wow.
Arkham Asylum. People saying Spider-Man's the Arkham Asylum game. Arkham Asylum's the Spider-Man game.
Oh my god.
I feel like we're learning a
I
lot.
think you zigged when you should have zagged.
I feel like the new Spider-Man definitely draws on the stealth mechanics of the Batman game, like specifically where like everyone's sight line is like stops at the top of their head, so you can just be like 1 inch above everybody and they have no idea that you're there. But like it just works. Like stealth is super fun in that.
Sorry,
game.
is this guy dead or?
He's dead.
Oh, I can just punch his dead body.
Apparently.
Sorry, you're saying that stealth is fun in Spider-Man?
Stealth is fun in Spider-Man. I think it feels to me like they kind of learned lessons from Arkham Asylum, where like, you know, in Arkham Asylum, as long as you're up on those gargoyles, like no one can see you, and it's like kind of the exact same thing in Spider-Man.
I would say it's more like kind of goofily obvious. Sometimes you'll be like basically at eye level with people.
Yeah, that's
and stringing up bad guys, and quote unquote bad guys, I guess sometimes.
I loved it though. Like, there's not a lot to the stealth system in that game, but I thought it was a lot of fun.
And I'm like a chronic Force stealth liker. Like I've always kind of thought it was fun to do that.
Do you like it in the new Spider-Man?
Yeah, I think it's super fun.
Yeah. In fact, if anything, it kind of annoyed me that like when you go to those hideouts where they have waves of enemies, you can only stealth through it
the
first initial wave, and then the rest you have to do straight combat.
Although, you know, I never tried using like a trip mine or anything to get the last guy.
I realized right at the like end of the game, I was like, oh shit, I have been doing all this stealth and have been annoyed that I didn't have more stealth tools at my disposal, but I never used any trip mines.
Oh, those are super fun. You can get 2 people at once with those.
Yeah.
That's great.
And like it totally doesn't
That's
alert.
great.
I mean, I think people have to not be looking at them when they get hit with the web, but it doesn't immediately alert people when they get hit with a trap.
MJ and I had a bet going on whether you would actually show up.
Thanks, Harry.
I couldn't remember. I was trying to think about these movies, and I know Willem Dafoe was Norman Osborn, but who played Harry Osborn? Isn't it somebody who is
James Franco?
It was right. Like I thought
you can see him. He's right there. That's James Franco.
Unfortunately,
Palling around with that murdering bug,
Harry.
For some reason, it's a spitting image of James Franco, but I just didn't get it at first glance right now.
Tell him that next time you see him.
It definitely looks more like James Franco than it does Tobey Maguire.
Hey, congratulations on
Oh, I don't think so. I think it looks way more like... That looks nothing like Kirsten Dunst at all.
Everything's happening at once. The billboards, the play, which you have to come see, by the way. I'll get you a ticket for your birthday. Can you swing by later and pick it up?
I mean, I think it's probably because, like...
Swing by,
they care enough to try to make Peter Parker and
I'm heading up special projects now.
Harry Osborn look like those characters, and they're just like, we don't really care as much about.
I do not agree about James Franco here.
great,
I think
Harry.
he
Really?
looks nothing like James Franco.
Hey, come on, let's.
Which is why I saw him and then still asked, "Who is that?" Because I couldn't tell. But yeah, I was trying to think of who it was a couple days ago, and I was like, "You love that."
I love that his like neck is a little bit too forward.
I can't even remember the last time I saw Harry or Mary Jane.
Okay.
See how his neck's like a little bit too forward?
I think the voice actor in the new Spider-Man is really good. I think he does a really good
does a
job.
great job.
He does a really good job
busy
of.
with acting. Harry's got Osborn.
He does the serious stuff well, and he does a good job of making the quips
seen them
sound
because I can't
fun
just-
and not really stupid and annoying.
I just finished watching Twin Peaks: The Return, which
Okay.
I did not watch when it was
Harry and
first
MJ
out.
really tried to be friends.
And one of the things
I
that's
keep
so
brushing them off.
excellent, it was excellent, by the way,
If you
about
only knew.
Twin Peaks: The Return was that Kyle MacLachlan plays 5 different characters
I wish I could
that
tell Harry
all
and MJ the truth.
look
could
essentially
I?
identical. And there's like subtle differences between them.
That's
and it
weird.
really felt similar in Spider-Man, where it was like Peter Parker and Spider-Man are 2 different
Harry's dad was
characters
the
that this
Green
actor
Goblin.
has to do. And
could
the
I
most
tell him that?
interesting
Right.
parts of the game for that character is when Peter Parker was being Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because of just something that was happening. Or,
Right, like he's in the middle of Spider-Man shit, and then like like Octavius like calls him on the phone and is like, "Well, why aren't you at my laboratory?"
Yeah. Well, that happens all the time, but there's a couple times when Peter Parker is out doing regular ass Peter Parker stuff, and he says something that like, "Oh, that was Spider-Man talking." That stuff was also like super good. It only happened a couple times. It was like it's him, dressed as him, talking to people, in his daily life, and he like makes a rude quip.
Right, right.
And then he kind of walks it back a little bit tonally. Sorry, I'm just jumping around here. You take it.
Okay. I mean, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Also, also the actress who plays Mary Jane was also really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And the dynamic between
all of
those
the acting
two, like,
was great.
yeah, it was all like really good. It's just kind of like that whole game is like a tour de force, basically. This is
except for its worldview.
Yeah, exactly. I just realized I was trying to do the Spider-Man 2018 thing of like you hold the right trigger and then run up the building, and I was just like, why am I just swinging here? It's not working.
The other thing that I miss from the 2018 game is pulling yourself forward.
This is what you wanted. This is your fast crawl.
Yeah.
Your slow crawl.
Look at him. He's buggy.
Here's
He's
your
a buggy
fast
boy.
crawl. Woo! He's scooting.
He's scooting.
He's scooting.
He's scooting right up there.
He's scooting.
This little buggy boy scooting right up there. I guess minor spoilers for Twin Peaks: The Return, but Kyle MacLachlan, the names of Kyle MacLachlan's characters are like regular Cooper, bad Cooper, Black Lodge Cooper.
This is
like in the Black Lodge.
This is the
The new one from
agent.
last year. The agent. Yeah.
Agent.
So, like, good Cooper in the real world, bad Cooper in the real world, good Cooper in the Black Lodge, Dougie, and Richard. Those are the 5. And then he also, in the original one, did not have a lot of those, but did have Doppelganger Coop inside the Black Lodge.
Oh, you were talking about the web zip.
Yeah, the web
not
zip,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
There's also the zipping to. This is a fun challenge to do in New Spider-Man. Zipping to a point and then launching off of that.
So good.
And then I would do a thing where I wouldn't do any swings. I would just do web zips and then launches.
Yeah, there's actually a side mission that you do where it takes away your ability to do web swings, so you can only do web zips and like point launches.
Oh, is there? I didn't play that one.
And it's
I was doing that for fun. I didn't know that was.
Let me tell you about these upstanding citizens.
Yeah, I think it's one of the research labs or something.
Someone's saying that web zip is in this.
Yeah, we might have to unlock it or something. We got more.
Try it. This is an Xbox. There is no bumper.
Yeah, there's white and black buttons. Locomotion upgrades. That's what I want. Web zip.
Oh,
it's right
great.
there. It's called web zip.
Let's acquire it.
You know what? It's almost like Insomniac played this game or something. I don't
Acquire
know.
this.
How do I acquire?
I hit acquire. I don't know.
It's not. There's.
Here's the thing.
That's weird.
This Marvel Spider-Man 2018 for the PlayStation 4 is a sequel to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
I literally didn't know that this is what this video is going to be.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man 2 too. That's why I wanted to play this one, because I was like, let's go see the inspiration for the new one.
And boy, was it ever an inspiration. You're supposed to be killing those guys in 10 seconds.
Oh, I was going for that yellow thing over there. That's, well, you know. This is some music, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was going to say it's some 2004 music. It's more like 2001 music.
Oh, you might have to buy it. Yeah, this kind of might be... Oh, you know, it might have been the yellow point, actually.
That guy just died.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, you can maybe go to the store to buy the power. You know how Peter Parker goes to the store to buy his power?
There's an actual store. Like, when they said go to the store, I thought they just meant the pause menu.
No.
Is that a store or is that a bank?
That's a store, I think. I think that's where to go. But I had to go to like a physical location.
There's no
How big is the map? It's this weird fake New York.
Yeah, it's Manhattan, and it's even
more like Man Sideways.
It's even more fake than the fake Manhattan in 20. Like, there's supposed to be like 30% more Manhattan to Manhattan. That's just missing.
I don't know. It might be more than 30% even. Oh, the SSN is here.
Ooh. So what? There's no legend. I can't. And also, I can't highlight anything on the map to like tell me what it is. I mean, I guess if anything's gonna be a store, I guess maybe it's the $sign. Let's go find out. This is okay. Blah.
He came out of nowhere.
Wow,
he came out of nowhere.
These fucking accents, man.
I'm walking here.
This is the Spider-Man store.
He has to go to the bookstore to read about.
Let's do that web zip.
Let's do it.
Pull R while pulling L to web zip. That.
There we go.
That
Let's
doesn't
do it.
sound right.
Do you want to just buy that other power that we can afford?
Was there
while we're
another
here?
one? Look at that fucking. Look how upright he is. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's got excellent posture. That's superhero media training. Slingshot jump.
While holding 2 webs, that seems tricky. Maybe
just buy it. Buy it. We'll get more hero points. Or alternatively, we don't have time to get anything else. All right, web zip.
So like this? There, that's a web zip. Yep, that checks out.
That's literally a web zip.
Not as good, but yeah.
Look, it's Spider-Man.
But is it 14 years not as good?
Fucking accents.
It's Spider-Man.
Like if no one had these obnoxious accents, people would be like, "This doesn't sound like New York. All these people sound normal and not like 1920s cartoon people."
Extra, extra. It's the Daily Bugle with new pictures of the Spider-Man for your perusal.
Extra. What is that?
I don't know.
Who said that?
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just like, people saying that. Why were they saying that?
Because they were little kids that didn't have time to figure out how to say extra. Extra, extra.
Okay.
It's the issue of the year with fresh pictures of Spider-Man.
See, look how stupid this looks, and he's only going this fast. If he was going sprint speed, it would look insane.
Longer strides. He can do it.
Ah!
How did you do that?
I don't know. Well, okay, I was sprinting already. You have to sprint at it. There we go. Look at... Oh, okay, he only has a little bit. Maybe you can upgrade that or something. It took me a while to notice, but the Freedom Tower in the new Spider-Man is not the Freedom Tower. It's just a made-up building.
Oh.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard something like they couldn't get the rights to the building, which I don't even know how that works.
Well, Kyle, Freedom ain't cheap.
Yeah, seriously.
Also, I don't even know what the building looks like, so I don't have any... Like, I couldn't look out for it or anything.
Well, it looks all futuristic and crazy.
Haven't seen it. Like this song? Like this new
Just
song
like this
that's
song.
playing?
You should look at it. It's a slick looking building though. It looks cool.
Oh, look at it.
There was something up there. Let's go back for that one. Nope. All right. Okay.
Oh, it's like a bunch of triangles.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, and so like the base is a square and the top is a square, but they're like askew from one another.
Yeah. And so they do triangles all
Ooh,
around.
this is a race of medium difficulty.
You could probably do medium.
Oh, I can do medium. Fuck off. What the fuck?
Should have webs up. The passive of zip.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Whoa! Where am I going? Fuck you.
You know, you should be doing less, I mean, now swing, sure. But you should have been doing less swinging and more just jumping. Zip.
Ah! Ah, fuck. Ah, balls. What the fuck? Camera! I guess I'm not really running out of time. What?
You have 1 second left.
What are you talking about?
I thought it said that you had 50 seconds.
Time. Go ahead and finish it if you want.
Oh, the timer's going up. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
If you just want to stop, though, you can.
But, well, you at least didn't spam.
Spider-Man never gives up, Bruce Campbell. Fuck you.
What did Bruce say?
He's like, oh, if you want to stop now, you can, because you basically already fucked it up. Boo.
Let me try. And then maybe we're good?
Yeah, I think maybe we're good.
All right, let me blow you out of the water with this fucking awesome rendition of Touch the Circle.
Hyacinth says you zipped when you should have zupped. I've been playing The Messenger. And I think it's a good game, but one thing I really hate is that you have a companion who only shows up when you die, and it does that fucking video game thing I fucking hate, which is the character that ridicules you when you die. I think is lame and tired, and one of the things was zigged when you should have zagged.
What game is this?
The Messenger. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's a really interesting game. It's like the first half is kind of a throwback to Ninja Gaiden on the NES, but like better and not as ridiculously hard. And then the second half, I guess I shouldn't give away because it's kind of a twist, but the gameplay changes dramatically. I kind of had it spoiled for me, and I didn't appreciate it, so I guess I won't spoil it. But it's very weird because the game makes no indication that there's like a dramatic shift coming. But like you play through half of it, it's like I'm like 6 hours in, and it's just been Ninja Gaiden.
So I also failed. I feel like I was doing better than you the whole time, and then I got basically the same score. What was yours, like 111 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
All right, well that's dumb. This game's bad. We're never playing this again, and I'll cut off my left pinky.
That's a pretty, like, of all the cutting off pinky things, like us playing this game again is like the safest one we've ever done.
I think the safest one we've ever done is Yakuza.
No, Keith! You can't just say wild things like we'll never play Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox again.
Anyway, look forward to my upcoming LP, Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube.
Yeah. Go up to climb, is that the Chrysler Building? Get to the top of that thing.
I don't think the Chrysler Building, is the Chrysler Building in New York?
Oh, no, you're right, that's Tokyo. Yeah, it's in New York, you fucking idiot.
I don't know. I thought it was in Seattle.
No, it's a Space Needle.
There could be 2 tall buildings in Seattle.
I didn't say that, well, there could be, but there isn't. There's just one, it's the Space Needle.
According to this is called the Tudor City.
Yeah, that is not the Chrysler Building. Wait, look around, see if we can see it from here. Wait, this is the Chrysler Building. Look down.
Can't.
God, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. This, I mean, that looks like that could be.
I don't see anything taller.
Oh, the Empire State Building's taller.
Yeah, but I guess it's right there.
Yeah, because that's the Empire State Building. This must be the Chrysler Building. It just looks really bad.
Honestly, they look the same height to me. Do you want to try climbing that one?
Sure.
There's nothing for me to climb to, like, stick to. Spider-Man is useless.
Stop the thieves. See, this one has random crimes that pop up while you swing around as well.
Honestly, that one's kind of a no-brainer. And maybe it should have been
a
brainer. Maybe they shouldn't have done it.
You know, this whole time I thought Insomniac did a really good job making their Spider-Man game, but now I realize that they basically just Control-C, Control-V on Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox and GameCube.
Well, it's definitely higher res.
Oh, sure. I mean, they put on better textures, but that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, better voice acting.
Okay. That might be in the eye of the beholder. I mean, that one didn't have Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, sure. I think Bruce Campbell is good.
I think we're finally done with people worshiping Bruce Campbell for no reason. That's over, right?
He's funny. He's,
Yeah,
charming.
but for a while people were like, "Fucking Bruce Campbell, though."
Wait to get on that guy's D.
I think it was kind of like the same thing with Nathan Fillion. Like he was in Firefly.
Oh man,
and
that's not even close to as over as it should be. Oh, yeah,
I guess you're right, but like I just feel for a long time it was like Firefly was his thing, and everyone was like, "Oh man, Firefly was amazing, got killed, and it's bullshit, and that whatever, Firefly forever, and Nathan Fillion's amazing." And then like after 8 seasons of Castle, maybe we can admit that Nathan Fillion is he's got a thing that he does, and he does it okay, and maybe that's about it.
Yeah, Firefly does not hold up either.
It super doesn't, right?
Not even close.
Like, it's still a good show.
No, it's
like,
bad.
You wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it and be like, this show's bad. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to get as high as I can.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing like you're high.
Wait, you ready? You ready? You ready? Here, right? Boom! Highest point in the whole game. Highest point in the whole game.
Wow.
Can't get any higher than that.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Bye.
Wow. Wow.